think our cameras are good to go. Any questions, Sharla? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
And here we go.
One take, Sharla. Let's roll. Welcome to our Resource Nation. Guys, we have another awesome show today. Quick hitter. It's only going to be about 10 minutes, so get ready if you're driving. Put your earphones in. If you're at your desk, get your notes, because I got another mega producer, 143 million last year and crushing it again in this year when a little bit different than last year, a lot more adversity, and Charlotte's killing it. Another mega producer that has taken time out of her day to spend with you to help edify you, edify me, and Todd. Another guest back again. I appreciate you, man. We're going to do 10 minutes real quick.
Yeah.
Lead up to sales mastery. This is our second quick hitting show. First, before we get to Todd, Sharla, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you. Happy to be here.
I can't wait to listen to the 80-20 focus talk that you have. We're going to get to that in a second. We're going to tease a little bit because you're going to have to come to Sales Mastery October 11th in Palm Desert. But Todd, tell me what you the name of Sharla. You just shared it with me in the green room. Like, what was the name? Because I loved her middle name and your nickname for her.
Well, her official name is Sharla Jolly Ellis, and it's so ironic that most of us don't have a middle name that personifies our spirit. I can tell you right now that Sharla Jolly Ellis is the happiest mortgage banker in the world, and she smiles, she's joyful, she's a winner from the moment she wakes up to the moment she puts her head on the pillow, and she's an inspiration to everybody. So I love you, Sharla Jolly Ellis, and it's good to have this hard-hitting, quick combo with you. Thanks for joining.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much. And I wasn't always jolly. You helped me to get into my sweet spot so that I can be happy with what I'm doing. And that's really what my sales mastery presentation is all about. So I hope people can come and hear it, and I'll teach them some things that can help them be in their sweet spots and be happy. Because I think you said it, that people love to work with those who are more optimistic, those who are optimistic have higher sales. Who doesn't want that?
And before we get to Charlotte's story, because I can't wait for her to share it. If you're wondering where Todd is, he's fresh off of speaking to about 30,000 people in St. Louis in a locker room. So if you're wondering why he's in a locker room, that's where he's at, fresh off of a really good talk.
This is where the St. Louis Rams used to change into their uniforms, and I walked the hallways they walked. But it's been joyful to be here, and there's nothing greater than looking at positivity and spirit, and even in times like we're in right now with uncertainty, positivity always beats negativity. Period. And you back that with skill, which Sharla has in spades. And you can win in any market. So Ryan, thank you again for your commitment to your tribe and Real Estate Source TV. The stuff you guys knock out is just brilliant, and it's a joy to be on your team. So
thanks, man.
Let's do this. So can I tell the story real quick?
Yeah.
Ryan, in Mexico, in Cabo San Lucas, July of 21. I had all the elite members, of which Sharla is an elite member, prepare an 8-minute speech. And the 8-minute speech they had to convince the rest of the elite members that they could make an extra minimum $250,000 a year using one of these 8-minute speeches. And I further got everybody excited by saying, whoever you guys vote on that had the best 8-minute speech, I am comping their membership to elite next year, which is a $30,000 comp.
Wow.
Sharla won that contest, voted on by her peers because she talked about 80-20 vision. She's going to be unpacking this at Sales Mastery, but I want to say that her change to 80-20 added almost 7 figures to her income. Just that, another 7, if you can imagine, right? So, Sharla, just tell us in like 4 or 5 minutes.
That's why she's so happy, Todd.
I know it, but think about that. Guys, she's going to unpack for you how to go from a 50-hour work week to a 30-hour work week, triple your income, and do it with happiness and joy while empowering your team. And it's amazing. So Sharla, give us a little bit of a taste of what we're going to get at Sales Mastery.
You bet. Okay. So first of all, I have been doing this many, many years. I'm in the 30s, 33, 34 years. I don't know. And so you'd think I'd know by now, but I attended a master class. It was the greatest thing, February of 2021 with you. We had COVID. That was the first one after COVID. It was exciting to be to. And there you spoke about many, many things. I had flagged my book on a billion things I wanted to follow up on. One thing resonated with me when you shared with us the 80-20 rule. And of course, I'd heard it before. No matter what you said, what I heard was, I can do better. I can focus more. And I should be spending, I've always wanted to grow my volume. And for a decade, I couldn't, I didn't. And I blamed it on other things. But what it was is I wasn't focusing correctly. And so I learned and I heard and I took from that that I needed to be spending 80% of my time selling, prospecting. You taught us green activities, bringing in money,
Mm.
bringing in business. You taught us red activities, in the weeds, paperwork. And I was this hamster on wheels, right? You said, and I'll never forget it, and I use this when I teach people what I did. If you can figure out the power of clarity and focus, it has everything to do with the number of zeros you make.
Mm.
Who doesn't want that? And you said
Yeah.
life will give you what you tolerate. Well, I was in the weeds. I was hamster on wheels. I was doing many things I shouldn't have been doing, not giving me enough time for selling. That's why my business wasn't growing. So I decided right then and there, you pose two questions. What is happening in your life and your business that is unacceptable? And
Yep.
what do you need to do to change it? And there I thought, I can change. I can, I'm empowered. You have just given me permission to grow. And so I took a lot of quiet time after that. I focused. I thought, all right, I got to take things off my plate, move it to my team. Okay, they don't know how to do it. Well, I got to train them. Okay, I can take that off her, this off him, this off her, even out so that I free up my plate and I can spend my time with green activities. Is it easy? No, it took me a bit to redefine roles, clarity, think through my conveyor belt, and then train. I mean, it took us almost a full year to train and teach and
Yeah.
accept and make mistakes and do it again and not fall back into habits. But we were diligent and I had this dream and you told me I could do it. And I did it. And I finished last year with the highest volume I had done in about 18 years. So
Wow.
Mhm.
I proved the theory. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was
Todd,
awesome.
before we go to you, man, I just want to say like kudos and a huge takeaway, guys, is the best never
Mhm.
stop learning. I love that you were there
Yep.
listening, already a top producer going, I can be even
Yeah.
better. And I think that Todd, you guys can both speak on this. With sales mastery, sometimes originators are like, I've been there, done that, don't really need to go. I'm like, wait, what? You don't think you can learn more? And here's Charlotte saying,
Yeah.
I was listening. I was a student. I'm the, Bill Hart, our mutual friend, always says, be the best student in the room, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Charlotte just exemplified that. I love it. I love that you were sitting there taking notes, like genuinely listening. You can parrot it back to Todd, what you learned.
Yep.
And then, like, hey, so that I can have my best year ever, probably in the mortgage industry. So that's awesome. Kudos to you for that. I love that.
I just I'm here in St. Louis and I just heard the number one producer of this entire company speak for 10 minutes. And she said to everybody in the stadium, she said, we have to follow what Todd Duncan says. And what he said was to get what you've never got, you've got to do what you've never done.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And I want everybody to know Charla's been $100 million producer for 18 years. She
Wow.
couldn't break
That's
through
so
that.
impressive.
That was the piece she couldn't break through. And then all of a sudden it was a breakthrough to more volume and it was a breakthrough to less stress and
Last
it was a
time.
breakthrough
Yeah.
less time,
Yeah.
more empowerment. And at the end of the day, it's just like her training book, Ryan, is 3 inches thick and it's called Top Gun. And it is the best training book I've ever seen for how to build teams. And
Wow.
so here she is today, joyful. She's gonna come in this year at about 113, 114 million in a market that is cray cray, right? And she just stayed focused on 80-20, 80-20. The market can change, but the 80-20 can't change. You have
Yeah.
to spend time on selling, particularly in difficult markets. And when you do that, you win. So, Charlotte,
And
it's going to be fun to hang out at
yes,
Master.
Man, that's so good. I can't
I'm
wait,
gonna
Charlotte, to
teach.
listen to you.
I'm gonna teach them how. So come because then I will share with you what I do in my 80. And I'll teach you how to get there. I went through several steps, and you can't just overnight say, all right, I'm now going to spend 80% of my time selling. So we're
You
good.
had 10 steps. You're sharing 10
And
steps at Mastery.
yes,
10.
how to do it.
Yeah, yeah. So, guys, come. And Brian, to your point, the best always invest.
Yeah.
Sales Mastery's been around for 30 years because people trust the brand. They never come and leave disheartened or unmotivated or worse off than when they came. They come with ideas that are actionable. They come with ideas that are implementable. They come with ideas that give them creativity and imagination and ways to do things better. And I believe everybody right now would like to figure out the secret sauce to do more business in a brutal market that's uncertain with a lot of volatility, have more fun, make more money, and particularly set themselves up for success when the market changes, which we know it's going to change. So, Miss Jolly, you are a rock star.
I know. I can't wait, man. I'm excited. I'm going to be the best
Let's
student
do
in the
it.
room when she's
October,
up.
Thank
October
you.
11th through the 14th. Yeah. Take us
Yeah,
home,
I
Ryan.
mean that's I'm gonna leave. We're at 10 minutes already, but guys, I'm gonna encourage you to come to Sales Mastery and try
Yeah.
to be the best student that you could possibly be. Todd and I have the luxury of masterminding with the top producers east to west coast. And
Yep.
Todd, I'm sure you'll agree, they always are inquisitive. They're always asking questions and always trying to take something from somebody else and add it to their business. Sharla, no different. I love your story. I can't wait. I'm going to be the biggest student there. And guys, watch the other speakers. You'll see they'll go up and then they'll come back down and they'll start listening and writing down
Yeah,
what they're
right.
hearing,
No,
guys.
it's
So
so
come be
great.
the best student in the room at
yes.
Sales Mastery.
Yeah. There's even
Heidi.
people, Ryan, this is fun too. There's even people on stage that are on a panel. And when they're sitting there with two other producers and the other producer says something, they'll take
They'll
notes
just-
while they're up on a panel. It's just
Exactly.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So
It's
we'll see you guys at
wonderful.
Mastery. It's October 11th through the 14th. Big old hookup through Real Estate Source TV. And you
Yep.
guys have a special code. You want to share that, Ryan?
Pod 200. We'll put it in the comment section below. Pod 200. Guys, meet us there. I was telling Todd in the green room, I was with the C-suite yesterday and they were like, I haven't got my tickets, but I'm coming. Good news.
Yeah.
It's not too late, but you should get them quickly.
Yep.
But yeah, Pod 200 guys, we'll see you there. I'm excited, Charlotte. I can't wait to
Thank
give you a big hug. I want some of that positivity. I want some of that 80-20 focus. So I can't wait. Todd, good to see you, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.
We'll see you guys next week.